And one.
You need to turn her up a little bit because I can't hear.
But it seemed like it was just a little too loud.
It's okay.
It's just quiet.
I don't care.
We are live, and I'm not sure what happened to our video. But anyway, we are back. I think I clicked on the wrong thing, but that's all right. This is a live show, and we are coming from Workline 209, Eric and Linda live. I'm Eric.
And I'm Linda. Thank you guys for coming out or listening to us on Facebook Live. We are located in Tracy, California. We're a co-working space. And in our pivot, we've been doing these live shows with different people that can bring value to you, your business, your life. And we have this, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have her on our show today. She is oh, wait, I'm taking Eric's job.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Go ahead, Eric.
I think she likes to introduce people, and so maybe we can switch roles on the next one. But this young lady is magnificent, world-renowned author, comedian, rapper, producer, writer. She does it all. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited too. She does it all, and her name is Chelle T. Let's welcome Chelle T to the show. Hey,
hello.
What's up, Chelle T?
I'm so excited.
I know, I was so excited. I was pounding on the table like, yeah.
I was listening. I was like, who coming on? They sound good. Who is that?
Like, they got another version?
I'm excited.
Yeah, welcome to our show. Thank you for being a part of our show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you wear so many hats, and you're doing a lot of different things. Can you just share a little bit about how you got started in the industry?
Well, actually, I started doing entertainment as a teenager when I was about 14 years old, growing up in San Francisco. Everybody had started rapping in the neighborhood, and somebody made a song, and they said my name in the song. Now, I still don't know if they was talking about me, but I was offended. And I said, well, shoot, you're going to make a song about me, I'm going to make a song back. So I guess I started off as a battle rapper, now that I think about it. But started doing music, started rapping, and then moved out of San Francisco to Contra Costa County and Pittsburgh, Antioch area, and got into rapping out there. Met my then producer, who made me write my first song, and just fell in love at that point. And it's been kind of grown from there.
Wow. So you fell in love with the song or with the producer?
I fell in love with the song. Oh. I met my husband through that producer, so I got to support him, but it wasn't that kind of love. That's a good question, because I want my husband to make sure I cleared that up, because I would have cleared that
up. That's good. Well, good. So I know that you are doing comedy shows, and you've been all across the country doing these shows. Can you tell us, like, what is that like? I mean, just traveling and coming out doing comedy.
I tell people all the time, it's the best job I've ever had. Honestly, I literally get to release in comedy. So I started off entertainment with doing rapping and music and things like that. So I already had a comfortable space with the stage. And then when I met Jay Red, you guys might have heard of him before, Bay Area comedian. He gave me my first 5 minutes in comedy. And the first day that he gave me that 5 minutes, the whole room was less like in stitches. And so that is that aha moment, like, oh wait, I'm good at this. I can do this. So over the last 16 years, which is the length of time I've been doing comedy, I have been able to realize how much of a gift laughter is, how much it literally heals people, how Somebody told me the other day, no matter what it is, you always have an ability to put a twist on it and make it funny. And so things like that, because life is difficult. So laughter is medicine, and now it makes sense why.
Yeah, it does.
Yes. So, oh my gosh, it's hard to be a comedian, but you know what? You're a clean comedian too. So you go out and you clean, and and the thing about you is you love God, and you get to joke and be clean. That must be hard to do.
Actually, it's easier to be a clean comedian all the time because I don't have to switch it on and off.
Okay.
And so a lot of people are like, he clean, is it funny? But I talk about life. You
Yes.
understand? And so whether you're cussing or not, life is funny enough by itself.
Yeah,
So
it is.
yeah, I've been given the ability to, I've always been a clean comedian, but I've always really been a clean artist, period. Back when I was young, and I made a song back in the day when I was young, I wanted my mom to listen to it. And I played it for her, and every cuss word, I was like, ooh, ah, oh. And I remember it like it was yesterday, and she was like, mm-hmm. She was trying to support me, but it was like I was standing there cussing my mom out. So at that point, I was like, I want to be able to have stuff that people can listen to no matter who they are, how old they are, whatever the case may be. And so as an artist, I've never really been an individual that used cuss words in my artistry. Not to say I wasn't cussing growing up, you know what I'm saying? Protocols and all that. I think I created some of them cuss words. I'll be like, oh, I made that one up. On it, but so for me, it's always kind of been that way. And so now I've been able to have time to master the funny and the clean all at the same time. So I can do comedy anywhere. And people will find the laughter.
Yeah, you did comedy at our church, so it is really clean.
Yeah.
Right? I just did the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition in February, and same crowd, same group of people, or you have urban comedy, and just came in and just did me. And because I talk about hitting kids a lot, people can relate all the time.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, it is in the Bible, right?
Oh yes, my favorite scripture: "Be thou and it surely shall not die."
Right.
Yes. So I know we talked a little bit about you going on tour. I know 2021 we're getting ready to go into in a couple months, and
yes,
we're gonna hype it up. I know you want to go on tour. Can you share a little bit about that tour?
I am super excited. So I did my 2019 tour because I was supposed to do it again in 2020, and then COVID came and kind of just shut everything down. But the first tour was phenomenal. Again, just kind of stepping out. God said go, and I went. And this is actually my second tour. Because the first tour I did was way back when I kind of first started doing comedy, and it probably had 50 people across all 5 cities. And I was just like, God, was that you? Because I literally had one of the events during that tour where literally they felt so bad for me. They was like, you know what? If you just call it quits now, we'll just give you your money back because nobody's coming.
Wow.
But from that, I knew the process, I knew the ropes, and like I said, the training that God gave in those moments. So 2019 was amazing, and 2021 is going to be phenomenal. The relationships He has forged, the opportunities of being able to go back to the places that I went before. So last year was a 9-city tour. This year we're going for 18 cities and then some out of California. So
Wow.
yeah.
And that's really encouraging to hear too, that even though, you know, that first tour, it was like, man, what's going on? You didn't quit, right? You just kind of just really just refocused and anchored in and said, you know what, I'm going to do this anyway. And so part of our show is really trying to encourage people that, you know, failure is not an option, you know, and even if it doesn't look so good, pivot and shift and do something different, but just hang in there, you know, and continue to work hard. And I know you're working hard because, I mean, this list of stuff that you're doing, I'm going to try to get through it because you do so much.
Right. That's the name of my DVD that we did, So Many Hats. Because, again, I was just like, let me tell everybody why I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what have you been doing while you were in this hiatus, the COVID hiatus, pause, whatever you want to call it? What have you been working on?
I have turned social media into a comedy tour. Like every opportunity that I have, I'm out there. I've focused on my social media pages and really have been on there with content and making sure that, you know, I'm out there and people are seeing me. I have another special out right now through Dry Bar Comedy, and right now they're dropping clips, and I have one clip right now that has 2.3 million views.
Wow.
On the clip. And so they have clips on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, where I'm also on those. And then I'm doing a radio show, and then our talk show with me and my husband, Just Another Monday. So I've been using this platform that God has leveled for me, and been using that consistently to just build the relationships. I don't like to say followers. I'm really building relationships with the individuals that are coming onto the page, like people that comment on my videos and stuff like that. I try my best to respond to everybody. You know, just say thank you. I appreciate you watching it. Even the ones that didn't like it, because that's when I knew I was like, oh, I'm getting up there now because people don't like me. Okay. Okay. I said, shoot, I got some real numbers now. People
funny.
don't like me. I hate Bill. You ain't funny. Okay. Thank you.
But they watched.
Thank you. That's what I say. Thank you for watching. I hope next time I can make you happy. But okay.
Oh man.
That's the attitude you gotta have. I mean, you know, other people may take the other road and be like a hater on it, you know, but to come back and say, this is why I work harder, you know, for those bad comments to make, you know, to redeem. I don't know if it's redeem, but just to make you better.
Yeah, because everybody's not going to like you, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? I just look at the percentage. What percentage don't? Oh, you're a really small percentage. Well, I can live with that. It's okay. I have people that talk to me, you know, about hitting kids and all this other stuff. I'm like, do you have kids? Yeah, kids. I've even told one, I said, well, what's your suggestion? You know, I'm just looking for other ways, you know? She's like, well, I shouldn't have to tell you how to raise your kids. Right. Right. I'm going to keep on.
It does work for you. The social media part, because that's where I saw you. You were going to come out here at Work Fine. We had it all set up, but COVID hit, of course, and we were going to do a comedy show. But then I was on Facebook and I saw you on Monday night, 7 o'clock, and I was like, I think I commented, and you really responded back. So you did respond.
Yes, I mean, like, I'm so extroverted. It's people. All you gotta be high. How you doing? What you doing today? Where you going? What you have planned?
Yeah. So it was good. And then I love the show because it's like a real show. And in the back, you know, you do it right there. And, you know, and so in your home, and you come live to other people's home, and you just talk real stuff. And so I appreciated that. And you did it with your husband.
Huh?
And you do it with your husband. So I mean, we do this together. You know, I was like, you better be on our show too. You know?
But people need real people. You know what I'm saying? Like social media has become this whole, this fantasy land. And people need real people. And they see us and they, oh my gosh, you guys are great and you're amazing. But yeah, let me tell you how we got here. Because it ain't always been like this.
Right.
And you did a film too, right?
Huh?
You did a film. You did.
Yeah, you were in the movie.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
actress.
we wrote the movie.
Oh, you wrote the movie.
Yeah.
Yes. So I am in the film because when you write it, you can put yourself wherever you want to be. I'm like, I'm good right about here. But my husband and I, we are writers of the film Restored Me, which is still available on demand and on all digital outlets. So if anybody's interested in watching a good movie, Restored Me is out, but we are writers and producers on that project.
That's awesome. You guys go out and watch that movie on demand. Get
Oh
it.
man, right there in your living room, get it. And no, it's not on Netflix. Can I get it on Netflix? No, because you still got to pay for it right now.
So can they find that on your website? You have your website?
Yes, on ChelleTfunny.com. Actually, what I have on there is my So Many Hats DVD that they can get on the website. It has a digital link to Vimeo on demand. So you can actually get that one. But if you look up Restored Me on the on Google it'll come up in all its outlets. But definitely on Comcast and DirecTV, you can look it up. Restored Me.
Okay, so
Question
I got another
from
question.
someone.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Do you have any upcoming shows?
I don't have any upcoming shows. Well, actually, that's not true. I do have a show on the 30th it's a Zoom show. I'll send y'all a flyer because I ain't got the flyer yet. But I have a Zoom show that's coming up on the 30th of this month. But as far as me putting on any shows or doing any shows, we don't have anything coming up until 2021. We're gonna bust out like crazy.
Wow. Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are. I will be in the 209.
Yeah, we're gonna do a show right here live.
Live 2021. And we have 3 artists that actually will be touring with me. Last year, I had various artists that toured with me, but this year, the 3 artists that are on our on under Two Real Entertainment will be touring with me this year. So,
right. So you are a producer. So these are individuals that you guys are producing.
That we are managing and management and artist development. So they have their platform. So Salachi Boz has her own platform. We are just working with her management wise as well as development wise. We have LA Jackson who has iEcho, which is his thing. Bracia Mitchell, she's the baby of the bunch. She just came in, so we're helping her produce her first project. She's an actress and a singer and a dancer. So we're our goal is to work with people to get them to a place where they were called to be on their own platform. So we're a production company. So there's certain things that we work with them in regards to as far as productions go, but they have their own platform that we're working with them to support them here as well as in the industry overall.
So you have the whole full entertainment package.
Yes.
So I wanted to become a rapper. I can just call you guys. You can produce me. You can manage me. You can market me.
We can do it all if you have talent. Absolutely.
Talent.
But yes, that's what we are. We are literally a one-stop shop. And that's the blessing of being able to see God in everything. He has really equipped us to be at this point. Like I said, we've done motion picture. We do stage plays. We produce music. We do all the kind of avenues, social media. And so now we're kind of put that under the umbrella of Two Real Entertainment, and I'm gonna watch it grow. God gave me a vision a long time ago, and I always use the Avengers movie, Tony Stark, where he gave me a vision that Two Real Entertainment will be, our name would be on the outside of a building. And when I saw the Avengers and I saw Tony Stark's building, God brought that vision back to me.
Ooh.
And so that's what Two Real Entertainment has always been in the plan that I've seen so far, is a huge entertainment company that will have our name on the outside of a building one day. Like,
Amen. Yeah. You got it.
Into
You
fruition,
got it.
girl.
Hey,
Claim it.
I just want to go back just real quick because I'm getting some feed, right? Because I said I want to become a rapper, and this Randy said I could be called E50.
E50, yes. We're gonna have a Zoom call and talk about that. We'll bounce that back and forth on the wall and see how it works.
What did Bill say? Oh, I have to have talent.
Bill was like, bruh, no.
Right.
Yeah, it's all good.
So let's talk about, you had mentioned earlier in our conversation, the Candemic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. What is the Candemic?
The Candemic is recognizing that you still can, even in the midst and the chaos of a pandemic, that what has happened, and I've told people, all things included, 2020 has been the best year, one of the best years of my life. And it's people look at you and they're like, what's going on? How can you say that with everything that's happening? And I think because first of all, I've been able to see God so clearly in this process. I've been able to hear him so clearly in this process, and I've watched him move miraculously in this process. Even in my comedy, when I did my tour, the year before that, I did the DVD, and I sat on stage in front of the whole crowd, and I told them that God gave me a vision called the Power of Three. And the three represents the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Said that this DVD taping was made up of about 300 people that love me, that support me, that have followed me for years. He said it's going to take that 300 people and turn it into 3,000.
Wow.
So the 3,000 was coming in from the tour, because each of those 300 people, I was able to go out and set up tours all across Northern California, and about 3,000 more people attended the tour, which is a big difference from the 50 for the first one. And he said that 300 will become 3,000, 3,000 will become 30,000, 30,000 will become 300,000, 300,000 will become 3 million. So the pandemic hit. In this time, during the time that we haven't been able to go out, do shows, be on stage, 2020 tour was already laid out, ready to go. Everything stopped. But one clip that I have on YouTube, and he said 3 million people will know your name. There's one clip amongst everything else that's out there that has 2.3 million views on it.
Wow.
So just to that point where I said to myself, I said that he said he would do it. I didn't know how, but I knew he said he would.
Amen.
Yeah.
Right? So in this whole year, he still kept his word. He still said that 3 million people will know your name by the end of 2020. And I'm well over that if you include that 2.3 million and then add everything else that's already out there. He's
Wow.
faithful to his word. We just opened a barber shop
Wow.
in a pandemic. Hi, Erica. We just
See, and
opened
they
a
still
barber
coming.
shop, and we signed our lease in March, just before everything shut down. We
So
have literally,
no, you got a barbershop too?
my husband has In His Image barbershop,
God.
and signed the lease in March. But we were okay because we were building out. So we built out, and then we got done. We were set to open up July 1st.
Yeah.
That's when they took off the first shutdown. They opened everything back up July 1st. We ran for a couple of months. June, and then we ran for about 2 months, and then they shut it down again. So at this point, we're like, okay, God, whatever, you said what you're going to do. But they allowed them to start cutting outside.
Yeah.
So he went outside and started cutting in front of his shop. I can't tell you how much publicity, how much marketing, just from him sitting in front of his shop for a whole month. Then they opened everything back up again. So
Wow.
throughout that entire process, everything that we needed, God took care of during a pandemic. So I say it's a candemic because we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, no matter what is going on.
That's a great story and a great example of how you have to trust the Lord no matter what.
No
And
matter what.
even in the pandemic, we got the candemic, and right? And so,
Right.
to continue, I mean, even for you guys who are listening and viewing, you can still make the rest of this year the best year ever, right? Don't get sucked up in all the what's going on. And I know there's a lot, but look at that shining star. Look at look at the Lord in all this stuff that's going on. Let him direct your steps and guide you, because Chelle T did it.
Yeah.
Right. And we're gonna continue to do it. Like I said, God leveled the playing field, especially in entertainment. Everybody's on the same level. Everybody was trying to figure things out. You didn't have giant contracts or big studios or any of that stuff. You had the opportunity to be on the same ground as everybody at the same time. What did you do with it? Or what are you going to do with it? Because the opportunity is still there and available.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
And you're not the only one in that boat. Like when you said that God, really spoke to you, and everybody was like on a pause. So all we had, I think God did it for a purpose so that we can recognize, him and really focus on him and really, get rid of all that other stuff that was holding us down and really pinpoint focus on him and his word. And so when things shut down, we took time to spend with him. And so, and the people that did, that's who he spoke to. And he was like, okay, this is what I want for you. And everybody has their own, personal relationship with God, and he answers to everyone specifically. He knows us by name. He knows every hair on our head. So he does answer. And when we ask and call on him, especially in this time, and recognize him, he will answer.
Because like I said,
when he tells you something, he's gonna be like, he told you something, he just came through. We just have to be patient, and we have to have 100% faith that he's gonna do what he said he's gonna do.
Yes.
Right? He said, the willing and obedient shall eat the good of the land. And I did the scripture of the day today, and it said, if my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray, turn from their wicked ways. Do we understand that he's talking to his children? Like I said, consider the fact when you were young and you would go to your parents and you'd be like, Mom, so-and-so got to do yada, yada, yada. And they'd be like, I don't care. about that's not my child. I'm not responsible for so and so. And so, who is he talking to? He's talking to his children. He's talking to his own. And so, when we step up to the voice of God, he has no choice but to make his name look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Won't he do it?
Won't he would?
Hey,
Yes.
we are just wrapping up, and anything you want to share, you shared a lot, and I think that story was a great story, the Candemic, and anything else you want to share to our viewers out there to just kind of really encourage them to push through and to lean on the Lord, trust God in all things, and whatever it is you may want to leave with our viewers.
For everybody that's sitting there with this hope, this desire, this dream in your head, I want you to know that that's not something you created. This is what you were created with. This was something that was placed on the inside of you. When you were fearfully and wonderfully made, and he was sewing you together, what he put on the inside of you is what he put in you as your purpose. So it looks scary, and I told someone this the other day. If you look like it's too big for you, it is, because it's God. And he just needs you to step out so he can go ahead and do what he's going to do to make it happen. So allow him to use you as his hands and feet and watch him blow your mind. That idea, that business, that book, that how you're raising your kids, whatever it is, you've been created to do it. So step out and trust that you're never going to have to do it alone. But man, it sure feels good when you watch God work.
Wow. All right, we're going to have a sermon up in here.
That was Pastor Michelle. Glory to God.
Amen. That's good. That's good.
So I do want to say this before we leave. I'm sorry. If you want to be E50, Eric, who am I to say?
You're like, I ain't gonna stop you. It's in your spirit. We gonna make it happen.
All right. We might have started something right here. All right. Well, thank you, Chelle T, for being a part of our show. I really appreciate your story, your encouragement to our listeners.
Thank you.
It really adds the value to our viewers and helps people and guide them. So just thank you again for being part of our show. Any last words, Lynn?
Yes, and so if you want to see more of Chelle T, she's on Facebook Live Mondays at 7 p.m. with her husband, doing their thing, talking about real stuff. Friend her on Facebook or look her up on her website. Eric, pop up her website.
Yeah, all of her information is in the chat, so you can go back and you can grab her website or email if you want to reach out.
You grab me. I was like, that's scary. Grab me.
All right, you gotta laugh, right? This makes me feel good. I want to just go for a few more minutes so I can laugh. It's always good to laugh.
Yes, and in 2021, I will be in the 209.
Yes.
209.
Tracy. Right there, Work Vine 209. So be prepared for that.
Yes, definitely. And and look her up again on her website because she's starting the business consulting, marketing, social media.
Yes.
Starting some new things. She wears many hats, but I tell you, she does everything in excellence. So look her up.
Check her out. All right. Thank you, Chelle T, for being part of our show. Thank you. You have a good day now.
You too. God bless.
God bless.